Okay, so you are one of those pianists that have been playing the hymns for a while now, and you really want it to sound more professional or add extra notes, or wondering how the other pianist is making the same hymn that you're playing more pretty or more beautiful. Don't worry about those other pianists, because I'm going to teach you how to do that in this video. So we are going to dive in because there is no mucking around here. We're going straight into it. Let's go. And we are back because I forgot to mention something. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Mars, and to this beautiful soul here, a big shout out to you because you were like my first comment ever, my first subscriber ever, and the first one to comment on both videos. So big shout out to you. So if you want me to shout you out in the next video, leave a comment on what you learned, or if you have any questions, then I'd love to, make a shout out in the next video. Okay, that's me. Bye. Yay! Okay, so in this video, we are talking about adding extra notes in the right hand. Adding extra notes, it's such a big thing because you got to be creative in what you're doing. But in this video, I'm going to show you something very, very basic that you can do to add extra notes into your hymn playing this week. So we're going to take Jesus Once of Humble Birth hymn as an example. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. Now, we don't want to play like that, okay? We want to add extra notes in our right hand, right? So focus on the right hand, don't focus on the left hand, because sometimes my left hand just does its own thing. So what did I do there? So if you heard, majority of the time I was just adding the neighbors into the notes. Okay, so for example, whatever the notes are that are in the hymn, especially the soprano or the melody, you're gonna add the neighbors. Okay, whatever neighboring notes are next to that melody note, you're going to add them, okay? Because God said to love your neighbors. So we're going to add our neighbors in, okay? So, okay? Sometimes it's kind of like a leading note, okay? So you're leading into the next note. So let's do it again. Jesus Once of Humble Birth. So I just added that G in between these two notes. So I'm going from A. Okay, so instead of going from F sharp to A, I'm going to add a G, the neighbor, okay? Okay, here's another thing. You don't have to play like what's written on the music. So what I mean, like, of course you got to play what's written on the music, but what I mean is, if it's saying it's a minim, you don't have to hold it for a minim. You can just hold it for like a dotted crotchet or a quaver or a semi-quaver. Okay, so Jesus. Go again. Dun, dun, dun. That's all I'm doing. doing? I'm adding the neighbor in, all right? So if it's a crotchet, then you're going to make it a quaver to get into that whole beat. Let's do it again from the beginning. I'm adding the neighbors in. All right, that's all I'm doing, and I'm just being creative. It's not written in there, but your fingers will get used to it if you start adding the neighbors into your playing. Okay, so let's do it from Now He Has Come. Okay, there we go again, adding the neighbors in. So let's do it again. Neighbor. It's a dotted minim at the end, but I just went dun, dun. Okay, so adding extra notes. Oh man, I wish there was a camera that I can talk to so you're watching my face, but I'm not technical, so I have to look up some more YouTube videos to show my face on the screen because I don't know how to do it. Anywho, adding extra notes, all you're doing is adding the neighbors next to whatever note is written on the hymn. And you can add two neighbors, or you can just add the neighbor next to that note. So for example, if it's an A, add the neighbor. Or add the next two neighbors. Or just gotta be creative. Another thing is you don't need to hold it for the whole two beats. You can just make it up, make your own rhythm. Add extra notes by using the neighbors. Tip number 2, you can use steps or mini runs. Sometimes I would do or. So for example, take the same hymn. Run. Okay. Run. Okay, so we're just running or like steps. Okay. That's the thing, you just be creative. I keep telling my students and I keep telling them, be creative, make it your own style, make it your own playing. Okay, so everyone's different in how they play. If you start practicing adding the neighbors or the runs, the mini runs, okay, it's almost like doing the scale, okay, but in walking style. We're gonna run. There we go. Neighbors again. Okay, we're gonna run. Neighbors. Neighbor again. We're gonna run. Neighbors. neighbors, neighbor. For me, I don't like to use fairy terms, although I should, but when I use terms like neighbors or runs, a mini run, it gives a visual, like a visual thing in your head to remember, oh, my neighbor. So I'm gonna play the next note next to whatever notes on the music sheet. Or I'm gonna do runs, like mini runs, to add like a fill-in, to fill in that little gap that I'm holding. So people aren't, holding their notes without without anything to back them up. Okay? So that's what adding extra note is. That's all it is. Just being creative, adding your neighbors and adding extra runs in your hymns. And people will be like, how long have you been playing for? So let's do another hymn. So I so hope this is helping you, because I really want you to grow in your piano playing. Alright, so we are doing Sweet as Work. I'm going to play it as per what's written, and then I'm going to play it again with what we've learned, the neighboring notes and the mini runs. So let's see if you can spot it. This is what's written. Alright, so now I'm going to add the neighboring notes and the mini runs. Try to see if you can spot it. I hope you spotted it, because I was doing majority of the neighboring and some of the runs through the whole hymn. So let's do one more. Okay, let's do I Stand All Amazed, so you understand and you can hear the extra notes that I'm using. So we are going to do I Stand All Amazed, and instead of doing the beginning, let's take it from like the middle section going towards the chorus. So now I'm going to play it again, but now see if you can spot the neighboring notes or the mini runs, or like the steps. Okay, so I did at least one of the neighboring, or two, and I did a mini run just before we got to the chorus. Okay, so it's just only 3 notes, or maybe 4. So let's do it again. I just added an extra neighboring on the end. Okay. Okay, so this week, as your homework, try add neighboring notes to your playing, or try adding mini runs into your playing. Just be creative, okay? Make it your own. So if you have any questions on this or any other questions on how to play hymns in a certain way, leave it in the comments below, and also let me know where you're tuning in from. Alright, so I hope that's helped you in a way of adding extra notes into your playing. Always remember to use your neighboring notes or your runs. Musical runs, not the other runs. The musical runs. So start practicing this week. Go there, add your notes, add your runs. Keep practicing and be amazing.